Hey Libra, this is Meg with Padmes, and I am doing your mid-month reading for May. We are calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anyone else. I'm also calling in Archangel Gabriel. And we are talking to Libra with placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Libra. All right, we are going to be looking at your energy for mid-month May. Whatever comes up here, what's going on with you, Libra, in mid-month May? Here we go. The energy around you. All right. Okay, Libra. So this is what I'm noticing first. The first thing that I'm noticing is your big picture. Your big picture actually next to what's happening now and into the near future. And what we have here is some sneaky monkey business, maybe some running away, maybe some self-care where you just have to be selfish and think about yourself. But something's going on here with healing a broken heart, maybe healing a broken heart from kind of a third-party situation. So well, let's take a look at this. We're going to clarify all of this, and then we're also going to ask a yes or no question at the end with the angel oracle. So Libra, let's see what's going on here. The heart of the situation is talking about kind of a giving up feeling. This is standing back away from conviction, and this is crossed with having all sorts of different possibilities available. So it's like, I'm not really making any decisions. I have lots of different responsibilities or opportunities or things that I need to kind of put into. I need to kind of put my ducks in a row is what I'm hearing. Kind of like I need to prioritize some things. And there's this feeling of being overwhelmed. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Okay. So the heart of the situation is talking about this overwhelmed feeling happening now and into the near future is trying to heal this disappointment. And the big picture is talking about somebody walking away or somebody doing some sneaky monkey stuff. This is literally lying, cheating, stealing kind of energy. So let's take a look here. This is also coming from a place of, I feel like the ground has been swept away from a situation. It's like there was some groundedness, there was some sure-footedness, there was some foundation that was solid, and then it wasn't. It was kind of like taken away, or this offer of solidity was taken. And your higher self is like, I need to just rest and digest. I need to rest, I need to recuperate. And your angels and guides are talking about you actually being able to trust yourself and you actually being in a better position than you think that you're in or that you feel like you're in because of this overwhelm, perhaps. But let's see. So this is in the release. Release the idea that you are pulling on all the circumstances that you've learned from in the past. It's almost like I am not having I'm not using what I've learned in the past in my present situation. I'm not using what I've learned in the past to help myself heal this overwhelm and this heartbreak. We're going to clarify all this because I'm wondering about this too. And your angels and guides are like, I just don't want to fight anymore. Not your angels and guides. Well, they are, of course, but this is your position where you have resistance to argumentative, confrontation, that kind of thing. So it's like, I'm just kind of giving up. I'm overwhelmed. I'm just needing to rest and digest. This is almost like something kind of huge has taken place and you're dealing with it. You're just it's almost like there's a shock or surprise here that I'm feeling. You know, interestingly, your advice is talking about using your intuition. This queen that your angels and guides are showing you at, you're in this state, or you can be in this state. You're in a better position than you think you're in. But this is also intrinsically being able to trust yourself. So your advice is listening to your intuition. It's also about kind of keeping to yourself right now, keeping your thoughts to yourself, keeping your plans to yourself, all these plans that are up here. It's just like, even if you're feeling overwhelmed by them right now, keeping that to yourself for some reason will be more helpful to you than talking about them a lot. So in the past, there is this Emperor energy that is reversed. This is some energy that it's difficult to trust this Emperor. And I'm wondering if this big picture has to do with this Emperor energy. This is masculine energy, doing energy. So somebody um, specifically is not not following the rules. If they're married, they're not acting like they're married. If they are they're wanting to get what it is that they need and what it is that they want, and they're willing to kind of do or say anything to get their needs met, whether it's true or not. This would be actions not matching words, words not actually matching actions. And this is somebody who really doesn't have any kind of loyalty to anyone but themselves. So here is this halt. Here, this is present time energy. So this Knight of Pentacles is reversed. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck, and when he is reversed, to me, this is a quest that is halted. And this quest had to do with some kind of rite of passage, and there was some kind of rite of passage that was stopped mid-passage. And then here, in the trajectory, there's some kind of partnership happening. So let's do some clarifying with that. There's some kind of partnership happening, but this is almost like a business partnership. It's not necessarily a romantic partnership, it's more like a business partnership. Okay. So I am going to clarify what's going on here, Libra. We're going to start with the big picture. So tell me more, Spirit, about the Seven of Swords in the big picture for Libra. Okay. And we've got the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a desirable energy to be around. She's beautiful, she's attractive, and there's some kind of, this looks like some kind of secret. This could very well be the third party that's coming in, the big picture of the secret of the third party. What I feel like, Libra, is that there are more secrets here. Even if some secrets came out, there are more secrets here than what even came out. So I want to go ahead and clarify that again with the Lenormand. What's going on in this big picture? This Queen of Wands sometimes can be the third party, the other lady. Yeah, and there are two cards here that came out. Okay, so this is this other lady being pursued. This is this like the third party or the other lady secretly being pursued, secretly being wanted. This and this card that came out is the second one from Lenormand, is talking about healing happening, some kind of healing occurring regarding this third party. Okay. And again, this would be the Seven of Cups. So this is this healing. There are a lot of healing options here. And there's also a challenge with healing, but there's definitely some healing happening. And this, it almost seems like there's some healing wanting to be had with some kind of perhaps falling out with this third party. So the big picture is talking about lots of secrets here, Libra, in relation to healing. I think not just healing with you, but healing this other person. Okay, so I want to look at, I'm not going to pull this out. I'm just going to show it. Here's Temperance that kind of flipped over. But this is again about healing. It's about compromise. It's about healing. It's about patience. It's about coming back together. So let's look at this Three of Swords reversed, Libra. What's going on, happening now and into the near future? This is trying to correct heartbreak. And here we have what you have in your resistance. And it's like ease and effortlessness. It's ease, effortlessness, and grace. So it's almost like there's a lot of forgiveness happening here now and into the near future. I almost feel like someone is kind of accepting the past and forgiving the past, and not wanting to create more havoc around what has happened in the past. So, ooh, yeah, and this flipped, but we're not putting it out yet. But this is talking about dysfunctional dynamics. Actually, I feel like this is going for this happening now and into the near future. It's about healing this broken heart. Not It's not really about resolving anything. It's more about moving on without any confrontation. It's kind of like uh, letting these. The thing is, though, these dysfunctional dynamics are still there, and it's almost like they're just being swept under the rug. Okay, so let's take a look at the past. This Emperor reversed. Let's take a look. Emperor reversed, clarify the Emperor reversed. And this is the King of Wands. So this King of Wands definitely is charismatic, definitely is charming. He is a charmer, he's a flirt. This is also, not gender specific. This is just masculine energy, doing energy, action oriented energy. But this Emperor is reversed. So this is clarified with this King of Wands. So this is an action oriented person who goes through the trouble out of their way to pursue things that they desire. Okay. You want to clarify that with maybe the Norman? So in the past, yeah, here we have Cupid. This person has pursued other avenues of relationship or other avenues of love. So let's look at this heart of the situation, Libra. And this is this feeling of overwhelm, too much to deal with. This could also be like lack of boundaries and lots of different people. But this could be feeling overwhelmed by this clarity or this honesty that has come out. I still feel like there's more than what you're even hearing about now. But let's just check this out. Here we have the Page of Wands, this open door. Right. That's exactly what I was saying. And then we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So on one hand, there's this open door to ending a third party. And on the layered part of this is an open door to honesty and truth, but not all of it. Not everything is being brought out in the open, but then again, it doesn't look like it really needs to be brought out into the open because it's being overlooked anyway, or it's being brushed under the rug anyway, because nobody wants to confront the real issues. And yeah, let me just ask, what are the real issues? What are the real issues here? They have to do with karmic justice. They have to do with what is right and what is wrong. Okay. So let's look a little bit more. I want to know, like, why are these things being brushed under the rug? Why isn't the right thing or karmic justice coming into fruition here? What's happening? what is the deal? Like, why wouldn't resolution want to come from this? Yeah, it's like going around and around. It also has to do with like what other people, it's like there's some kind of image that wants to be held in place. This is somebody worrying about what other people are talking about, what other people are saying, what other people are thinking. That's part of this dysfunctional dynamic. So not everything wants to be dealt with because somebody wants to see themselves in a particular way. They want other people to see them in a particular way. And so they don't want to be completely honest, or they don't want to, they brought some things out, but they didn't bring it all out. And let's just take a look at this. Why isn't the right thing happening? Like, what is this about? The karmic justice. And the reason why it seems the feminine energy is in this relationship is committed to this dynamic. They're committed to this dynamic. If the feminine energy that was committed to this dynamic were to pull out of this relationship, that's what's holding this dysfunctional dynamic in place. That is what it looks like. It even looks like there are promises made, like things to write this commitment have been made. But this energy of this reversed emperor is questionable. So let me ask about these promises or this recommitment. Yeah, there's going to be some kind of epiphany, or there already was some kind of epiphany about what that actually entails, or how that's actually going to roll out, if that's going to actually happen. And this Fool card, it's like I'm not learning from my past experiences. So let's clarify that, Libra. I'm not learning from my past experiences. I feel like this masculine energy has put somebody through it. Whether, this, yeah, this masculine energy has put somebody through it. I'm not learning from my past. This is being unvictorious. It's like I'm really not learning from my past. I'm committing. I'm staying in this commitment. Somebody's staying in this commitment, hoping for the best, but this epiphany is kind of showing that this pattern is strong. This dysfunctional dynamic is strong. So let's go ahead and clarify. Yeah, and this is even, wow, Libra. This is even, this is a sexual card. So this is like, I want to say multiple partners, and then there's also this business connection, or this, forward into your trajectory. There might be somebody coming together that stays together, but it's more of kind of like a business agreement, companionship. Let's take a look at this resistance to confrontation. I feel like that has a lot to do with companionship. I feel like that has a lot to do with, yeah, okay, I'm overwhelmed. This has been enough. I'm just going to kind of settle. Yeah, and it's a decision that's made just to not have confrontation anymore. Let's just agree that we're not going to really kind of work this out, but also let's agree to just not deal with this. It's a mutual agreement. Yeah, these are the cards we've been dealt. This is the life that we've been issued. This is what it is. It's okay. So I've got to say, though, there's some decision that needs to be made. This is talking about having made the decision. And there's a resistance to this, but the decision looks like it's being made. Here's a 2, here's a 2. These are all about decisions being made. This is, your advice. I want to clarify that, but that is kind of like keeping to yourself and keeping your options to yourself at this time, kind of just doing some resting and digesting before anything else. But I want to ask about, first of all, what is this page? There's this offer that has been offered and then taken, or there's this foundation that's been offered and then taken away. So let's get a little clarification on that, please. And yeah, this seems like it's kind of a slow going thing. It's like, this even feels like it happened a while ago. Some kind of footing being taken away. And I even feel like this was kind of like a long time coming. Like there were things going on for a while. And like what I'm even hearing is like 8 years. This is the 8 of Wands. This isn't a timing card, but that's what I'm hearing, like 8 years or something. Okay, so what about this foundation? Because the foundation and where this is coming from, this is where everything, all the energy is culminating based on this kind of 8-year foundation not being there, or something happening during that time. And this does have to do with money and finances and being solid, safe, and secure and material things. Okay. So there's some kind of security that was taken away or not there. And this would say, it just feels like some kind of deal. It's like a deal. All right, I want to get some clarification about your advice in this. The High Priestess. Yeah, the High Priestess advice is the 8 of Cups reversed. It's like, there's something about not being emotionally ready to move forward just yet. And this is in your advice. So your advice is saying, it's time to just rest and recuperate right now. So you don't have to force yourself to deal with things emotionally and resolve this. It's even saying you don't have to resolve this. It's more like observe what's going on. Just observe. At some point you'll be ready. But right now, just observe. Right. This didn't come out for this specific reason, but here's the High Priestess and she's reversed. So there's going to be a point where you're going to be ready to speak. You're going to be ready to let the cat out of the bag, or speak your truth and do something, be action oriented. But right now, your advice is just saying, just observe and observe yourself, observe the situation. You don't have to make any moves just yet. Right. There's going to be, here's the Moon card for this. And there's going to be some, I want to say, negotiation here. There's going to be a time when negotiation is going to be important, but not yet. And I guess observing feels more like what you need to be doing in order to gather information. Okay. So your higher self, let's get some clarity on what your higher self is saying. Your higher self is saying, take a break. This is also a blessing card. This card is showing that you are receiving blessings, even if it doesn't feel like it right now exactly. This card is about receiving blessings, taking the time for yourself to do that. Oh yeah. And the blessings are coming from seeing the big picture. That's why all of this holding tight kind of thing is with the High Priestess over here in your advice. The blessings are coming when you see the full picture, the big picture. Right. And this has to do with getting what you feel like is, it almost even, this is like too good to be true. It's like getting what you feel like is too good to be true. This is also about celebration. So this is like seeing the full picture, being blessed with everything you could be blessed with in relation to what it is that you're gathering information about, what you're kind of waiting for. So the Queen of Pentacles, your angels and guides are talking about this queen being in a better position than she feels like she's in. This is also about very much knowing herself and trusting herself. Your angels and guides are asking you to trust yourself. Pull your energy out of this situation. This is also about getting the big picture. It's kind of seeing what's going on outside of the bubble. It's like step out of the fire instead of being in the fire. It's hard to see when you're in the fire. Step out of the fire and then look at what's going on here. There's this tendency, your angels and guides are talking about this tendency to anchor yourself in deep waters. It's like being tied to a boat, but the anchor line is too short. So it goes down and it anchors to the bottom of the ocean, but then the boat goes down with it. So this is about, again, heart of the situation, being overwhelmed and making decisions based on overwhelm. I feel like perhaps this commitment could be based on overwhelm, but there's some kind of epiphany that comes from that. Your angels and guides are talking about you being in a better position than you think, and unplug your energy. Don't make decisions based on being overwhelmed. It almost seems too like these decisions based on being overwhelmed have to do with not wanting to be overwhelmed anymore, not wanting to be in conflict. But for whatever reason, this is going to change, and it's going to change suddenly. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles reversed, this halt in moving forward and moving on, this halt in a rite of passage. Let's take a look at that. And here's another knight that is reversed. So this knight is on a quest for love, but this knight is halted as well. So this knight is on a quest for foundation and solidity. All of this love and commitment, the quest for that has been halted. And this is about releasing. This can be soulmate energy, but this is also past life energy. It's also the procrastination of releasing something that needs to be let go of. Yeah, it's like procrastination in the rite of passage that needs to happen. And well, let's take a look here. Libra. Ah, yes. It has to do with the heart, healing the heart. I'm hearing empty heart. And there's some Seven of Swords energy here. That Seven of Swords was that big picture. There's Seven of Swords. This is like kind of like conniving energy, or it is negotiating, but it's negotiating it's being sneaky, a sneaky monkey. Somebody is guarded and they're not showing you all their cards. When it comes to this, like, I feel like there's this empty heart. Somebody is kind of being a little ruthless here. There's this reversed emperor isn't loyal, and somebody is being kind of ruthless here. What is that? Why? Why is this person doing this? They're offering love. They're offering, yeah, it's like they're offering the world. Oh, I see. They're getting ready to offer the world to another person. Oh my gosh. All right. Right. Here's the Queen of Pentacles again. there are two Queens of Pentacles here. They're getting ready to make a love offer to someone else. I will say this though, it's a small offer. They're getting ready to offer them, the Wheel of Fortune is my fairy tale card. It's like they're getting ready to offer them a fairy tale, but that's kind of what they're offering. Just the idea of the fairy tale, not the actual thing, but it looks like they keep playing with Queens of Pentacles. These queens have it all. They have all of the resources, time, energy, effort, love. They have everything to give. And this person feels like they're playing. They're playing. What? I just am wondering about this person's. They're looking for the dream. They're being unrealistic. Oh, wow. They're being unrealistic. They're trying to please themselves. They're trying to find this dream, this perfection, this perfect love. The thing is, though, they are not open to receiving love, and so anything that they feel is love, if it changes at all, they can't see it as perfect. Ugh. Okay. They're looking for unrealistic. They have unrealistic expectations, but they're also not able to give this perfect love that they are promising. They're not open to receiving love. That means they're not open to giving that type of love. They can't do it, but they keep searching for it. Ugh, and they're making all these promises. Okay, so let's take a look at this outcome, Libra. Whew. This is a doozy. This outcome is talking about this. What I'm hearing is professional love, which is interesting because ultimately what I mean by that is a business companionship type of love, like a relationship that's based off of companionship. Right? And this is what they can handle. This is what they can do. They can offer that. They're not offering deep emotional love. They're offering like ease and effortlessness in life. Companionship. They're not offering deep love or deep commitment. They're offering companionship. That's what they're capable of doing. Okay. It does look like there's going to be some kind of duel. It looks like there's going to be some kind of, I want to say toxic argument. Right. This person feels like they, this looks like they have a very expansive spiritual, or I want to say spiritual world, but this can also be this expansive, like the fairy tale that they're offering. They have this dream world that is really expansive, really detailed. And it's almost like they can live in that world. And they want to live in that world. They want it to be reality, but they can't bring that world, they can't manifest that world into their physical. They can't bring it into their environment because they're not willing to do what it takes to do that. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen. This person is looking for healing, but they're looking for it in the wrong way. They are not able to be reciprocative. They're only looking for healing for themselves. They're not looking for they're not looking for reciprocation. They're wanting someone to fill their cup, but they're not wanting to fill someone else's cup. And this is about love. This is about deep emotional connection. And this person has a hard time with deep emotional connection. They can possibly feel it for themselves. They can possibly even feel, sadness. Oh, I'm hearing disgrace. They can feel disgrace. They can feel shame and guilt. But they can't, and I'm also hearing that they can be cruel, but they can't be empathetic toward other people. It's like they can't put themselves in someone else's shoes, kind of thing. All right. Libra, let's take a look here. I'm going to pull from the Romance Oracle because this is a romance reading. It is a love reading, but this was a difficult one. This was a difficult one to say out loud. It hurts my heart. I'm asking Archangel Gabriel to give Libra any kind of messages. Separation. Wow, I'm hearing separation anxiety is what I'm hearing. So there's a lot of codependency that's going on here. I'm also feeling like pulling your energy, like getting clear in your own energy would be really helpful. You deserve love. You are lovable. Very much so, Libra. And very much so, this other energy can possibly make you feel like you don't, but you do. Give your relationship a chance. I feel like what this is talking about is this feminine energy that keeps giving the relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. This epiphany that's coming up has to do with reciprocation and recognizing what's possible here and what's not possible here. It does look like there's going to be some kind of a duel, and it's almost like there's just this big recognition about how this person sees life. I'm also hearing how this person sees addiction. And the codependency is there. So recognizing that. Okay, Libra, this was a doozy. Go ahead and think about your yes or no question. We'll clarify that. But calling in Archangel Gabriel, please give us a yes or no answer. And some guidance for Libra. Don't stop. Opportunity. Libra, I gotta say, what this really feels like is this continuing to look for other options isn't going to stop. And be assertive. This is you being assertive about what it is that you need and what it is that you want, getting your needs met, whatever that is. And the no is coming in, unlikely. Okay, Libra. I know this was a doozy. Let me know if this resonated. And thank you for being with me today. Like and subscribe and leave me a comment below letting me know, because that puts your energy into the readings for the future. And I will be back in a few days. Thank you, Libra.